At what point did it start to get easier, like?
Well, it's a nice thing when
working.
you can build a business that advertisers are interested in, and it appears to be moving along to be, certainly besides sports, the highest, the most successful site on that portal. Mm-hmm. That's a good thing. When your ratings come in and tell you, hey, you're doing a good job, that's a good thing. Startcom MediaVest was a company that wound up coming along and was interested in us and what we were doing, and it was unique. And so you start to get some validation in the marketplace, which mm-hmm. is, of course, what we all are used to in terms of success. We can all think our work is terrific, et cetera. And I've certainly produced things that I think are better than other things, and then the audience says, oh no, it turns out it's not so great, Gail. And you go, no, it's really great. And they go, no, it's not. And that's what we wound up finding out here. And we would find that out, of course, with other things that we built as well. But the wonderful part of it was, and the difficult part of it for me in so many ways, was forcing myself at that moment in my career to learn something new, to not depend on, oh, I know how to do this. I didn't know how to do it.
You didn't?
I did not know how to do it. I had a skill set that I knew how to produce. I had a skill set that I could make a judgment call about something that seemed very good, as opposed to something that did not seem good. But I did not have the skill set for this. I did not have the knowledge of what a product person does, what an engineer does, how that structure works, who talks to who, how do we make this better looking for the audience. And so there were things that I started to do. For example, when I would go up north, Seattle, where our partners were, they would talk about the user experience, which is the word that most people use as it relates to the audience's engagement with your product. And I just kept saying, the word user, when my mother used to use that word, it wasn't a compliment, okay? And so when I looked at the audience that was using my content and was participating in the experience of that content, I wanted to refer to them as my audience, as the audience for this particular product, not as the user, because the user wasn't ever going to engage the way I wanted an audience to engage. And so just language differences, just the idea of the word programmer or programming, when you say, I want, what we're looking for on Wonderwall is how I'm going to program it is going to be like this. And I do this kind of story here and this kind of story there. And when I'm saying that to someone up north, they're going, programming, that's an engineering term. They don't hear it as
content.
As a content term. And so it was kind of amazing. That was so learning the functional even being able to engage in a functional dialogue mm-hmm. was not so easy. Mm-hmm. And I would get scared about it. Yeah, I didn't want to sound stupid, but I was stupid. I mean, I wasn't a stupid person, but I wasn't slick with the verbiage and with the way they spoke. And I knew what I wanted, and I knew what I felt, because I knew it from my past life, but I needed to educate myself, and that was hard.